let's jump in
Wow.
to the top story of the day, not just here in Dubai, not just in the region, but the top story worldwide.
Okay, but for that, we got to start with a little bit of.
What? Is this yours or is this? I don't think this is yours.
No, I didn't come up with that.
The hand movements?
Oh.
They're yours.
I don't know what I'm doing, but vamos.
I thought this was it.
I don't know. It just goes.
It just goes.
But you guys, vamos, because Argentina has won the FIFA World Cup in an epic battle against France. Now, it was glorious, the game last night. It was Messi, it was passion, it was raw football, and Argentina reclaimed their throne after 36 years. And the World Cup glory is finally over, with Argentina beating France in a dramatic penalty shootout, and the two teams put on a fight and slugged it out till what was a fairy tale ending for millions of fans. And France's Kylian Mbappé netted a stunning hat-trick in the nick of time to equalise 3-3 with Argentina.
What a way to finish the World Cup. It was no doubt Messi's final. Around 40,000 Argentine fans were estimated to have travelled to Qatar, to Doha, and they were dedicated in their support throughout the tournament. We heard them from here. The captain's innate belief that this trophy was his destiny led him to the victory that he craved the most.
Exactly. It was crazy. But before we speak more about the match, was anyone down at the cinemas yesterday? Because apparently it was flooded with delivery drivers packing up nachos and popcorn orders for residents watching the finals. I feel like it was probably it must have broken some kind of record for the most popcorns ordered. Like the cinemas, if you see the footage beside us, it was full of delivery drivers. But coming back to the match, it was, in the first half, everyone was like, where's Mbappé? Where's Mbappé? And then he comes in on the second half. Not the second half, like before the second half starts. And he just like saves the game.
I think people thought it was going to be Argentina the whole way through.
Yeah.
And then obviously it just turned and it just became one of those matches that whether or not you're a football fan or not, you will remember where you were watching that match, whether you're watching at home on YouTube like me and 3.2 million people. Like you saw the numbers, I turned it on at the beginning of the match, 1 million. The end of the first 90 minutes, 3 million, and then the whole way through 3 million people just on that YouTube link.
Alone.
Phenomenal. So you can watch it free wherever you were in the world, not including the number of people that went out to bars, cafes, cinemas, everything. Fan zones just packed around the world. We were so lucky that it was a 7 p.m. start time. So we got home at 11 p.m. If you watched it, you still got a good night's sleep in bed. And what a way to finish the World Cup. First time held in the region, such a proud moment. And then, of course, Lionel Messi, you said it was his destiny to win. It had to be. It was his final World Cup. And then to see him wearing the bisht in the final scene when he's collecting the World Cup, like that, you can't put a price on that.
Exactly. Very true. And just the glee on his face when he picked up the trophy and walked to his teammates, and just like the little pump dance that they were doing, it was ecstatic, like you cannot beat that kind of happiness. It was something else, because it was 36 years in the making, and when they finally got that trophy home, and there were parades in Argentina, just so much love for the game, for the team players, for like everyone involved. It was amazing.
Did you watch it? Where were you when you watched it? Yeah, great finish. However, I had France in the sweepstakes, so tiny part of me, teeny tiny part of me is not okay with the win, but
it's okay.
At the end of the day, it's fine.
Like this is Messi's probably last World Cup, and you somewhere inside everyone, they were all just rooting for Messi.
I don't know deep down in the French fans if they were rooting for Messi. One of the stadiums in Doha will be dismantled. Some of the others, I think Doha has already been chosen for the Arab Football Cup, so it's going to be continued football fan support over in Doha, even with the World Cup now simmering down. However, I think 2 days ago I saw a report that there had been 0 arrests in this World Cup for the first time in history. And of course, that's got to be due to the alcohol ban that they placed on stadiums, because as we said before, consumption of alcohol can lead to kind of violent, more aggressive, more passionate
Exactly.
maybe behavior. So in terms of a clean World Cup, in terms of a tidy, really well organized World Cup with so many amazing fan stories. Like we constantly were looking at our sister page, Lovin Dubai. They were, especially last night, by the way, just banging out awesome content of like super great moments happening in the crowd, super great moments happening outside, super kind of people coming together all for the love of football. And it's sad that it's like Expo ending. It's like we were so excited about the build up, so much happening here in Dubai, and now it's over. But phenomenal success and amazing to be able to cover it the whole way through.
Very true. And it's so funny. So I go on stories and I'm just seeing what people have to say. And there was this one fan, he's just like, it was years of heartbreak and it was years of, like just, like really strong emotions. But it's funny, right? Like you would think the team feels so strongly about like winning it and dedication and hard work and all the practice and hours that they've put into this. But the fans who just sit at home feel just as strongly about this. I don't know. It's so funny. But seeing the players last night, like it was a crazy match. Like just the speed at what they were running, the footwork, everything. Like I think me personally, I have a newfound love for this game after the World Cup. What about you?
Well, it's interesting because the whole question of bringing the FIFA World Cup to Doha, it was unexpected, and one of the reasonings and the logic behind it was so it would open up to a whole new fan zone. And for us, yes, we're more excited about football than we ever were before, for sure. Will it continue when it goes back to the States? I don't know, probably not. For me, I mean, if Ireland make it through, then yes.
Yeah, no, of course. Now we're like football gals.
I don't know.
You don't know that now, but later when they play another match, you're going to be like, I know this. That's a nutmeg.
That's a nutmeg. We know the definition of a nutmeg. We know the offside rule.